Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this 8 o'clock focus activity, 6 to 7. Um, Thanks for joining me at this time on a Thursday evening. Today's focus at this time is the Celebrity Showdown, which I'll explain that in a minute. First things first, I will introduce myself, and I would love anyone who watches to introduce themselves, your name, where you come from, anything else you want to share about yourself and about your life. I'm very interested to know a few things about the people watching, so we can make this interactive. We can have a bit of discussion as well as learning. So I'll introduce myself. My name is Sean. I am Irish. I come from Ireland. I come from the west of Ireland. I have lived and worked in Milan since September. I work in the school on Via Meravigli, one of the 3 different schools we have here in Milan. And yeah, I've been here since September. I like it a lot. So please tell me, where are you from? Where are you guys from? So, Celebrity Showdown. Maybe you don't know what a showdown is. It's a bit of a particular term. I think it comes from Western films, from cowboy films, where you have 2 people with their guns, and they meet to to fight, and to one of them will emerge victorious, will be the winner. So whenever you have a showdown, you are comparing 2 things. One will win, one will lose. So comparison between 2 things with a winner and loser. This is how I would personally define a showdown. And so a celebrity showdown is comparing different celebrities. And as I'm sure you are aware from all the lessons we have on this subject at my English school, to compare things in English, we need particular forms. We need comparatives and superlatives, which have a particular structure, which have particular patterns for regular comparatives and superlatives. And there are, of course, some irregular comparatives and superlatives. So we will be looking at those, and we will be using them to describe celebrities and also to describe your own personalities. So often, comparatives and superlatives are a very effective way to create a description of a person, to describe someone by comparing them to someone else. And you can use a lot of comparatives and superlatives all come from adjectives. So you can compare people on a number of different fronts, on a number of different aspects of their personality. And it's a very interesting and I think a very common way to describe people, to talk about people. So I think it's very useful, and hopefully it will be a bit of fun on this Thursday evening in lockdown, where I think we need to have some fun sometimes. All right. So let's get going. Introduce yourselves, anyone who's watching, please. So, describing celebrities. Brainstorm adjectives which can be used to describe people's personalities, or adjectives. So in this picture we have Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, 2 American actors who are good friends. They've been in many films together, I think. But anyway, our task for this moment is that we want to compare. We want to just think of some adjectives to begin. Think of adjectives to describe people. So, anyone who's watching, think of a few adjectives for people, describing people, and put them in the chat. And we will discuss them. We will reveal a list later on. But just, I want a few suggestions from the people out there who are watching of some adjectives for describing people. So I'll give you a minute to do that, and we'll see if any comments come through. So maybe I'll get the ball rolling with a few of my suggestions. So just looking at Ben Damon, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, not Ben Damon. Um, looking at their pictures, I think they both look very happy. So happy, they're joyful. They experience a lot of happiness. They're happy people. I remember with adjectives, you always put it before the noun. So adjective before noun, they are happy people. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are two happy men. Great, we have someone. We have Monica. Hi, Monica. From Novara. Beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful city. Can you think of some adjectives? We also have Gabriele from Florence. Yeah, another beautiful, beautiful city. I spent a summer in Florence a few years ago, and it remained with me a very strong, wonderful place. Mm. So I was saying, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are very happy. Um, I think they're both very talented. This is a good one, talented. Talented means that they have a talent, they have a skill, they have a particular capacity in something. They are both talented actors. So if you combine an adjective like talented with actor, painter, singer, you are describing the way that they do, the role they possess, the noun they possess. Matt Damon is sunny. They are talented. That's nice. Sunny. Yeah, it's kind of a poetic way of describing someone. It's yeah, a sunny presence. I know what you mean. He's smiling. Yeah, he's very smiley. Yeah, very good, Gabriella. Interesting. Someone is interesting. Excellent. They are, an unusual, interesting person. Great work, guys. Polite. Very good. Well educated, polite. They have good manners. Excellent work, both of you. I'll just get up the ones that are on the slide and we'll go through them. So we have beautiful and handsome. These two have the same meaning. They mean an attractive person. In English, we use beautiful for women and handsome for men. You can sort of use beautiful for men, but you can't use handsome for women. So generally, we make this distinction. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are handsome. You wouldn't really say they're beautiful. They're attractive in the way that men are attractive, they are handsome. If you say a man is beautiful, it usually implies he's attractive in maybe a feminine way. So there is quite a division between those two, a bit of a difference from Italian. We have talented, which we saw. You guys came up with that. Funny. Yeah, exactly, Monica. Beautiful is for a woman. You're dead right. It's precisely when we use beautiful. And funny is they make you laugh. Something that can be confusing is fun and funny. So be careful with these. I'll try and describe the difference. It's quite tricky. You need to see it in context, really. Fun means somebody likes to have a good time. They like to party. They like to do fun things, activities. They're full of life. Funny means that they make you laugh. They make you go ha ha ha. They they say funny things. They say things that make you smile, that make you laugh. It's not a party. It's not the same activity of being fun. It's different. Yeah. Yeah, Monica, they definitely are rich, very rich. A lot of the celebrities we're looking at will be very rich. It might be interesting to compare how rich they are later. We have adventurous, somebody who likes adventure, is adventurous. Boring. This is someone who is not interesting. Maybe when they speak, you know, you're tired, you want to go to sleep. Um, Another interesting difference, boring and annoying. Annoying sounds more like the Italian noioso, which means boring, but annoying is different to boring. It's someone who is always bothering you, who is persistent, who is irritating, I would say. Annoying and irritating are synonyms. Whereas boring is they send you to sleep. They are really not interesting, not entertaining, not fun. So another little difference to be careful. We have rich, which Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are to have a lot of money, to be rich. Sophisticated, kind of, intelligent, interesting, very, attractive, aspirational kind of people. Sophisticated. Passionate, they feel emotions strongly. They love, they feel love, they feel sadness in an intense way. They're passionate people. Intelligent, they have a lot of intelligence. They are clever. You can also say clever or intelligent. Dramatic, dramatic is passionate is positive and dramatic is negative, but they have similar meanings, really. So dramatic means that you have big emotions, but the implication of dramatic, I suppose, is that it's in a negative way. It's too much. Whereas passionate is positive. So that's another thing to be mindful of with any adjective. Think about, is it positive? Is it negative? Does it have the same meaning as another one, which is maybe more positive or more negative? In English, we have a lot of different vocabulary to describe people that's connected and different. So something to be aware of. Monica, that's a really, really good one. Charming, especially when we talk about celebrities. If someone is charming, they have a certain charisma, they have a certain appeal, they can speak well, maybe they're attractive, they attract you, they have a certain fascination about them. They are charming. Very good. Friendly, somebody who's friendly is very open, very warm, very likable. It's easy to talk to, a friendly person. Interesting, Gabriella gave us, and a good or bad actor. So we were talking about a talented or untalented actor, and then we have a good or a bad actor. So good and bad. So good and bad, a very basic way to say if someone is positive or negative at something. It's kind of one of the most basic adjectives to express positivity and negativity. Okay, great work, you guys. We'll move on to the next one. So comparing. How do we compare two things in English? So we're going to have a little comparatives review. Short adjectives add e or. What does this mean? So let me find a short adjective from our list. So rich, Monica had rich. This is short, rich. It's one sound, it's one syllable. The number of syllables is important for comparatives. If it has two or less, so one or two syllables, it is an e or short comparative. You add e or. Rich, richer, Monica, excellent. You add e or. This is what you have to do to compare short adjectives. Gabriella has a great example. Matt Damon is shorter than Ben Affleck. Absolutely perfect. We can see in this photo that Ben Affleck is taller, Matt Damon is shorter than. Very important also to have than. So short adjective plus or plus than. Excellent, excellent work, guys. So shorter than, richer than, very good. Matt Damon is shorter than Ben Affleck. Exactly the example they have, and you can see in the picture. Long adjectives are different. So let me find one. Charming. So for long adjectives, use more before the adjective. So charming. Charming. It's two adjectives, so it could be short or long. In this case, we follow the rules for a long one. More charming than. So more plus adjective plus no eor. Just more adjective and than. So for short adjectives, we don't use more, and for long adjectives, we don't use eor. It's a difference. We have Raisa from Bologna. Hi. He is taller than me. That's excellent for talking about from your own perspective, comparing someone from your own perspective. Very good. Excellent. So Monica has given us an excellent example for this. Matt is more charming than Ben. Exactly. Very good. I suppose it's a matter of opinion. I'm not really sure if I have an opinion. I think both of them have a level of charming, so it's difficult to determine. And Gabriella, Ben Affleck is more handsome than Matt Damon. Yes, again, it's subjective, but the grammar is perfect. More handsome than. Handsome, handsome, it's a long one. Okay? More handsome than Matt Damon. I think maybe Gabriella has done the focus before, but it's great to absolutely revise this stuff anyway. Okay? So we're going to just compare lots of different celebrities as we go. So we have two individuals here. We have Hugh Laurie and Brad Pitt. They're both actors again. I think they are around the same age, maybe. So compare these two celebrities. Think about personality, looks, wealth, talent, age, etc. So we also had something Monica came out with earlier that I didn't address. So Monica said this actually when we had the question, how do we compare two things? And she said as, which is correct. And we use this in the situation when two things are the same. So I'm not certain, but let's imagine that Hugh Laurie and Brad Pitt are the same age. So the rule here is Hugh Laurie is as old as Pitt. This is when we use as before the adjective and after. So there's two ases. Before and after the adjective, and there's no than, there's no or, it's just the adjective. Old as, old as. Okay, you guys don't I think maybe so. I'm not certain. Brad Pitt is younger than Hugh Laurie. Excellent. Younger than is a short young, younger. Very good. Yeah, he certainly looks younger, I think. He looks younger. I kind of think they are the same age. So, Monica, Brad is more younger than Hugh. Very good, you corrected yourself. Younger without more. Exactly. You will have or more. You will never have both together in a comparative. You'll have one or the other. So be careful about that always. Hugh Laurie is more eccentric than Brad Pitt. Excellent, excellent one. Eccentric, that's a great way to describe someone. Eccentric. I would say unusual or amusing. Yes, I think he's more eccentric. He's usually in funny comedy films, more so than Brad Pitt. Hugh is as rich as Brad. So the tricky thing with as is we need two. We need as rich as Brad. So Hugh is as rich as Brad. But very good. It's just the adjective, no or, no than. As rich as. So three parts. As. Okay. Great work, guys. Brad Pitt is more handsome than Hugh Laurie. Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is personal, but I think he is a little bit. Certainly, that is his reputation. Great work, everyone. Now we have two women. We have Audrey Tautou and Angelina Jolie. These are two actresses. Audrey Tautou is French. Angelina Jolie is American. Audrey Tautou is very famous for Amelie, and Angelina Jolie is in very many films, famous for being formerly married to Brad Pitt from our previous slides. So let's compare them. I'm going to leave this to you guys. I want you to make some comparisons. Think about personality, looks, wealth, talent, and age again. Monica agrees with Riza. Very good. So Monica says Angelina is more famous than Audrey. Yeah, I do think so. Yeah, exactly. And famous is a long adjective. More famous than. Completely correct. Excellent. And Gabriella has the same idea. Yeah, Angelina is world famous. And Audrey, I think she's very famous in France. And maybe quite famous outside of France. Quite means a little bit. So she's quite famous outside of France, but very good, more famous than exactly. Anything else? How talented do you think you are? Do you think they are? How beautiful do you think they are? I'm curious about your opinions, guys. Angelina is as talented as Audrey. Yeah, very good, Gabriella. As, exactly correct form. And yeah, I agree with you. I see your point. I think both of them have been nominated or won Oscars. They're both very serious, very respected actresses. I think you're correct. They are both talented. There's no competition there. Monica says Audrey is more elegant than Angelina. Yeah, I think that's an interesting point. I think maybe European women tend to be more elegant than American women, especially French women. And Audrey is very elegant and exactly correct. Elegant. It's three syllables. It's 100% a long adjective. More than. Angelina is younger than Audrey, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. I will investigate. I look this up. Angelina Jolie age. Angelina Jolie is 44. And Audrey Tautou is 43. So they are more or less the same age. In fact, I would say Audrey is a bit younger than Angelina. So if you want to express a very small difference, a bit is the way to do it. A bit. A small difference, a bit. Big difference, much. Much younger, much older. Angelina is more smiling than Audrey. So the adjective here is smiley, and it's two syllables, and it becomes smilier, interestingly enough. You would say she's smilier than Audrey, though that's a bit of a particular term. I would say, yeah, smilier. She's smilier. Exactly. In this picture, anyway, that's definitely the case. How about these two men? They're quite different. Gerard Depardieu and Bradley Cooper. Um, from different countries, different ages. How else can you compare these two men? Yeah, in the picture, she's much smilier. You're dead right, Monica. And Riza thinks Angelina is more beautiful than Audrey. I think this is very difficult to say. This one is very subjective. Um, for me, I like Audrey. I like the elegance of Audrey, like Monica said. That has a big appeal for me. I like that. How about these two men? What do you think of these men? Yeah, he is older than Cooper. Gerard is older than Cooper. I would say Gerard is much older than Cooper. It's a big age difference. He's many years Cooper's senior. There's a big age difference than him. I think Gerard Depardieu must be 70. Bradley Cooper is 40, maybe? I'm not sure. Cooper is more handsome than Gerard. I know that you know this, Monica. Just be careful to every single time you have to remember more than or than. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How about Raisa and Gabriella? What do you guys think of Gerard Depardieu and Bradley Cooper? Mm-hmm. Exactly, Monica Than. Bradley is much richer than Cooper, I think. I think you mean much richer than Gerard Depardieu. You just got confused. I think, yeah, I think so. There's more money in Hollywood films than in French films. I think Gerard Depardieu is quite rich. He's been making films for so many years, but I think maybe so. I think maybe Bradley Cooper is richer than Gerard Depardieu. It's difficult to say. Any other opinions about these two? I do think that um, Bradley Cooper is more likable than Gerard. Likable, it's similar to friendly. More likable than. But the Gerard is more talented. I think that Gerard is very talented. I think Bradley Cooper is also talented, but Gerard is a very good actor. Very good actor. Cooper is more elegant than Gerard. Yes, certainly in this picture, Bradley Cooper is in a suit with a bow tie, and Gerard is in this purple shirt and a more casual way of dressing. Gerard is as rich as Cooper. Yeah, I think it's hard to say that maybe yes, maybe no. Great work. So now we have lots of celebrities to compare. Finally, Bradley is a bit taller than Gerard. Yeah, I think so. Let me look at the pictures again. Yeah, he does look, the picture's a bit bigger, but yeah, I'd say so. He's a bit taller than Gerard. A bit, yeah, it's a small difference. Excellent work. And now we're going to be using much, a bit, or as. So follow the arrows to compare the celebrities using much, a bit, and as. So we have the arrows. So what you have to do, you compare Meryl Streep and Rihanna, Rihanna and Shakira, Shakira and Hathaway, Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp, Al Pacino, Bruce Willis, and Ben Stiller. This is the direction that you compare these men and women at the top. And you try and use much, a bit, and as. In what way can you compare Meryl Streep and Rihanna? Do you have any ideas? And just some examples. Meryl Streep is much older than Rihanna. Rihanna is as beautiful as Shakira. What are your opinions about all of these celebrities? All very famous people. So I'm sure you have opinions. We didn't actually get to good and bad. These didn't come up. So these are irregular. Both of these are irregular, but they're very common, and we use them a lot. So maybe you know them. So good, better, bad, worse. And usually we accompany these with a particular role. So, for example, Meryl Streep is a better actress than Rihanna. Meryl Streep is a very good actress, so clear. You would say I'm much better. An example, and then, and it's nothing about Rihanna. I'd say Rihanna is a a bit worse than Shakira at singing. Just to imagine. I'm not. That's not my opinion. It's just an example. Rihanna is as beautiful as Shakira. Meryl is much older than Rihanna. Great work, great accuracy. Keep it up. Shakira is much more famous than Anne. Wonderful. We have much more famous than Anne. Yeah, I agree. I think Shakira is famous all over the world, especially in the Latin world, Latin America. And Anne is also world famous, but maybe not as famous. Yeah, Anne Hathaway and Johnny Depp are interesting to compare, maybe, but try. Think of something. Anne is as elegant as. Remember this? Monica as and as. It gets confusing when you have to switch between them. I totally understand. Yeah, but than is for the comparisons, and as is for saying two things are the same. So just be careful around that. It's tricky. It's a bit of a brain exercise to try and switch between them, but keep doing it. And I agree. Yeah, I mean, in these pictures, both of them seem very well put together, well dressed. I think celebrities tend to try and be elegant in most situations, in most circumstances. Johnny Depp and Al Pacino, who do you think is more talented? Who do you think is the worse or better actor? I think maybe Al Pacino is a better actor. Reza has come out with some comparisons. Excellent work. Meryl is fatter than Rihanna. Rihanna is a bit taller than Shakira. Shakira is more elegant than Meryl. Great, interesting. You're not a big fan of Meryl. A little correction. Fatter, fat becomes fatter. So I understand, why you would leave out the second T. It's something that we do with some comparatives. So fat is an example. It becomes a double consonant. Fat, fatter, thin, thinner. These examples become double consonants. So you have to try and remember which ones become a double consonant. It's not everyone. It's a bit tricky. Johnny is much younger than Al Pacino. Al Pacino has much more hair than Bruce. Yeah, so the few issues here in the first sentence. Johnny is much younger than. No more, and we need than. And then Al Pacino has much more hair than Bruce. Exactly, he definitely does. Bruce is unfortunately bald, though some people like that. And then finally, there's Ben Stiller, who has hair. I don't really like Ben Stiller. I don't know what it is about him in particular, but I'm not a big fan. So for me, Bruce Willis is much more likable than Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller is more unpleasant than Bruce Willis, in my opinion. Okay, I think we'll move on because I want to talk about superlatives. So we were talking a lot about comparatives, and all of you seem familiar with, able to practice those. And it's just a matter of concentrating on what you're saying sometimes. Yeah, Monica, excellent. Bruce is fatter than Ben. Perfect. No problems. The correct spelling and everything. So, superlatives. What happens with our short adjectives? You add est. So if we look at rich from earlier, richest. And it's important to add the richest. Rich, the richest. Our examples here, the tallest, the oldest, the smartest. Yeah, Monica, wonderful stuff. And Joyce says Bruce is bolder. Yeah, you can say that. More bold, he's bolder. Bruce is more handsome than Bruce. Bit metaphysical there. Maybe you meant to say Ben. So those are short adjectives. What happens with the long ones? So charming. What happens with charming? Do you remember, Monica? So we had more for comparatives. Superlatives, most. So the most charming, the most handsome, the most passionate, the most exciting. So est for short adjectives, the most for long adjectives. So use comparatives and superlatives to describe some celebrities. So who is the funniest, the friendliest, the most sophisticated, the most passionate, the most adventurous, the most attractive, and the best or worst actor? So share your opinions. What celebrity is the funniest? What celebrity is the friendliest? Most sophisticated, most passionate, most adventurous, most attractive, best or worst actor. So you're talking about the number one in the world. For you, which celebrity, famous personality is the number one of all of these things? Let me think about it a little bit. The funniest. It's difficult. For Monica, Jim is the best actor. Jim Carrey is a very good actor. He's also very funny. So, yeah, maybe Jim Carrey is the funniest. For me, I prefer British humor to American humor. I think, I don't know, someone like John Cleese is the funniest for Monty Python, but it's a personal. Yeah, in my opinion, that's a great way to show that the statement is very personal, that to stop someone taking offense if they don't agree. Great work. The friendliest. It's interesting to think about which celebrity is friendly because we don't know them personally, but we still get an impression of their personality. I think for me, Jennifer Aniston seems friendly. I would say she's the friendliest. My impression of her as a woman, as an actress on Friends, she seems friendly. I'm going to say she's the friendliest. Jim is funniest. The funniest. Yeah, I mean, there's always something to remember, unfortunately, Monica. With the superlatives, we need the determinate article. So, the friendliest, the funniest. Where's that example? The funniest. The most sophisticated. Ooh, I don't know who's the most sophisticated. Let me think. Somebody French, maybe. Léa Seydoux, one of these people. Juliette Binoche, one of them. Always very sophisticated, the French. And yes, when you watch his films, you laugh out loud. Monica, that's excellent. That is exactly what funny means. Jim is the tallest. Yeah, I think Jim is quite tall. I'm not really sure. American men are usually quite tall. And a lot of male celebrities tend to be tall. I think Tom Cruise is the shortest male celebrity. I think he's not very tall. The most passionate. I think we had Al Pacino earlier. He's a very passionate actor. He's of Italian origin. And, Italians are so passionate that maybe this has inspired him to stay very passionate. The most adventurous. I don't know. A lot of. I don't know, the kind of celebrities that go all over the world. I think Angelina Jolie is very adventurous. She goes to different countries and tries to make a big difference. I think maybe she's the most adventurous. She goes all over the world. Jim is the most adventurous. Yeah, sure, he's adventurous. Why not? He's made a lot of different films over the years. Yes, Federica Pellegrini, Italy's great female swimmer, is the best swimmer. Yeah, she is. She won in the Olympics. She is officially number one, you know? Sometimes we have an official measure of talent. For sport, it's the Olympics. For acting, it's the Oscars. You know, you have the best actor, the best actress. So you do sometimes have the official best. Sometimes it's not an opinion. I think Federica Pellegrini is the best swimmer, definitely, no question. The most attractive. This is a very personal question. We had a lot of different. I mean, most celebrities are very attractive. Um, I said that Jennifer Aniston was the friendliest. I think Jennifer Aniston is also the most attractive. I think she's very beautiful. I prefer her to Angelina Jolie. I always have. I think Brad Pitt made a big mistake. I don't know if you agree with me. I think she's much more likable. I find her more attractive. And the best or worst actor? So Jim Carrey is a very good actor. For me, best actor is Robert De Niro. I think he's really good. Worst actor? I don't like Nicolas Cage at all. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. I find him he is a particular style. I don't like it. Stallone. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's not so entertaining, Monica. I think he's not so talented. I think he's entertaining a little bit. Yeah, I like Rambo. I like Rocky. Maybe not because he's so great at acting. He's a big macho star anyway. Okay, so we're finishing up for time, unfortunately. All of you did very well. The people that we had commenting, Monica, Raisa, and Gabriela, particularly lots and lots of comments from Monica. You don't like Stallone, I understand. He's a particular taste, I think. And yeah, like I was saying, the most essential thing you need to remember: short adjectives, your, than, shorter than. Long adjectives, more, adjective, than. As and as tall as big as short as handsome as. It's the same for long and short. And then much for big difference, bit for a short difference, superlatives, short adjectives, est, the est, long adjectives, the most handsome, the most passionate, the most exciting. Barbara D'Urso is the worst. Yes, a very divisive public figure in Italy. I don't watch Italian television, so I don't really understand whether she's good or bad. But I don't think you are alone in your opinion, Monica. But I'm going to say bye now because we've finished the time that we had for this webinar. But thank you to those of you who commented. You did really well on the comparatives. It's something that you really have to master for this level. It's important, and it's good to see that you're all doing well with them. A few mistakes here and there, but you all understood your mistakes and corrected yourselves. So yeah, bye bye, Monica. Take care. Stay safe. Bye from me. Bye bye.